Bottom line, and this is a Chris Aiken thing, and high five to you, dude. You don't ever step outside of yourself to make somebody else happy, ever.
Not anymore. But I did it for 24 years or 23 years. I did it, but that's why I don't, because I was in such a fucking horrendous marriage from doing that I'll never do it again. I will never do it again. I'd rather never, ever get laid again, never have a girlfriend again, never get kissed again, never get a handhold again. I'd rather give every bit of that up than ever sacrifice being myself again. I'll never do it twice. I won't. No way.
And I'm with you, but do you think I guess I'm not convinced that every woman out there is that kind of narcissist. Maybe they are, but.
Well, they're not. Dude, I'm positive. And people can correct me on this, but I'm positive that there's probably someone out there somewhere that would be a perfect match for me, or a close to a perfect match for me, or for Neeley, or for you, or for everybody. The problem that you come into once you've been smoked, and you've been smoked hard, whether that's in a short-term relationship or a really long relationship or whatever,
or in a steel mill.
Yeah, or in a steel mill. The problem you run into.
Come on, man, that was dark.
It's all right. Look, it's a joke about me. I can take it.
Chris knows I'm kidding. He knows that.
I don't care.
Keep talking, Crispy.
The thing is, hey.
Did you say Crispy?
Yeah. Look, I could tell a funny story about Crispy too, but that's another story. The thing with the chicks is that I've gotten to a point now that I'll probably never find that person because I'm not willing to look. I'm not willing to do. There are certain compromises that you have to do in order to find out if somebody's a good match for you or not. And I'm not willing to do it.
True.
I'm just not. No way. Maybe that'll change if I get 10 years older or whatever. If I get 10 years older and all of a sudden I start thinking, I'm going to die all by myself and I'm going to be lonely.
Alone.
If I somehow get into that frame of mind, maybe I would think about that. But the ultimate reality of where I am today is that I don't care. I'd rather be alone. Every little thing that has happened with any chick that I have been with since I've been single has been an immediate dismissal. Immediate. I'm like, not going to deal with it. Goodbye. Going away. I can't anymore. I love the freedom more than I love what they offer. They don't offer enough to give up the freedom.
Well, what would you want them to offer that would make it worth it?
I don't know if there is anything.
Not being a pain in the ass.
I don't know that there is anything, to be honest. To be honest, freedom, and I know I'm different than a lot of people on this, but the freedom to do whatever I want, whenever I want, is a very, very strong aphrodisiac, for lack of a better word. I don't live a normal life, and somebody to fit into my world is going to have a real hard time, because I don't do 8 to 5 and then come home and 6 to 10 is time with her. I don't work like that. I work 18 hours a day. And sometimes those days start at 2 in the morning. And sometimes those days start at noon. And sometimes those days start on Monday and end on Wednesday afternoon. I live a hard life to where it would be very hard for somebody to be down with it all the time. And I'm smart enough to know that if I was to get into a relationship, the chick would eventually start bitching about it. She would bitch about the way I work, the way I handle myself, the way I spend money, because I like to throw money around, and I'm certainly not rich, contrary to what the chat room says. I'm certainly not rich, but I personally like to just take $300 or $400 and buy everybody in the room around or buy dinner for everybody or whatever, you know, and you're with a chick, you're not doing that. You're in a serious relationship. She's going to be like, you got to save that money because we're going to Cancun or something, or, you know, so, you know, there's always an ulterior motive that involves them, where me, I don't want to give a fuck.
I gotta tell you something. You know what? I don't disagree with anything you're saying, but I honestly think that what you're saying is more a reflection of maybe the type of woman that's out there today than the type of person you are. Because I think there's a lot of women out there that, as long as you're honest with them and you're faithful, they will put up with a lot of shit.
And that's true. Look.